In this video, I'm going to be exploring some of the aspects of the Resiliency Director. You can see I'm currently on the dashboard, so you can see some status around execution plans that have been run in the past. What I'm going to do is just show you some of the setup steps. So obviously I can add define CDSs to my Resiliency Director. I currently have one CDS defined, and it's using the admin logon to log onto it. I need to define virtual management servers. These are my vCenter servers in case of VMware. And at the moment you can see that I've got two of them defined, and one of them is associated with two separate recovery plans. I can obviously define the application groups that are going to be display, really in this case, display the application groups that are associated with this Resiliency Director. And I can display the collectors, and collectors are obviously where it's coming from, and my recovery plans. And my recovery plans are fairly critical here because they are going to be what we use to actually do our failovers. So I can see I've got two recovery plans at the moment. I'm going to edit one of them. You can see all the relevant settings associated with that recovery plan, the CDS and the vCenter server and so on. And what I'm going to do now is explore some of those. You can see which pool on the vCenter server we're going to use from a resource perspective, and from which virtual switch from a networking perspective. If we hit next, we now can go in and define our plans. As you can see, I've only got one, so there's not really a lot going on there. In fact, I've only got one virtual machine in that list at the moment. You can see the virtual machine's name that it's going to get when it gets created. Just switching over here just to show you that I don't currently have that virtual machine, right? So when we actually do a recovery plan, or when we execute it, that's what we're going to be creating on that vCenter. So hit next, and see, I can schedule some testing, so I could determine how often I want my testing to be done. Maybe midday every Sunday I could have an automated test run. If I'm happy with everything, obviously hit finish. I've successfully edited my recovery plan. Now's the time to run it. So when I run it, I need to type the word recover. It is very fussy. It wants it to be typed exactly. So I need to make sure that it is typed exactly as it's displayed there on the screen. Can't hit enter yet because I need to define the type. Is it an actual or a test? In this case, we're just going to do a test, so we're going to run our recovery. So the test is now running. So how do I know that? You can see that it's switched to in progress. I've slipped over to vCenter just to show you it's not there yet, but it's going to appear, because what we're doing effectively is we've gone down, or Resiliency Director has gone to Actifio, told Actifio to perform the failover of the dedupe async image, and then create that virtual machine in VMware. So I'm just refreshing VMware just to get it to display, and look, my test has successfully generated that virtual machine in VMware and attached the disks from Actifio to it.